Hello, my name is Patrick Murphy and I'm a senior lecturer at Vanderbilt University, and this is my digital project on how to use Google Cardboard to run with the bulls in Spain in virtual reality. So for this activity there are some supplies needed. So each student that will participate will need a set of the Google Cardboard virtual reality viewers. The viewers are really rather low tech, but they allow your students to watch VR videos from a smartphone for a relatively affordable price. This viewer costs about $15. You can get a pack of two for $25 on Amazon, but it's relatively, again, low tech but a very affordable viewer so that more students could possibly experience the video at the same time if you can manage to get your hands on more than one. So they'll also, again, need a smartphone to use. I don't like to assume that all my students have access to a smartphone, so they can use mine or they can share smartphones amongst themselves in the class in small groups. The other thing that they'll need to download on their smartphone is the Google Cardboard application. That can be downloaded from the iTunes Store or from Google Play, and it's a free application. So to recap, each student needs the viewer, a smartphone with the Google Cardboard app downloaded. Now, for this project, I'll be giving my students the experience of running with the bulls at the Festival of San Fermin in Pamplona, Spain, using video from the CNN VR archive available on CNN.com. Now, in order to connect the actual VR experience of running with the bulls with class as an educational and teachable tool, I make sure we do it during the period of the semester where we're studying Spain and Spanish culture. Additionally, before we watch the VR video, I give my students a preview activity with questions related to San Fermin, the festival, and any personal connection they may have with any similar type of cultural festival in their hometown, city, or country of origin. Once they have done that previewing segment, then I will ask them to use their smartphones to find the following video from CNN VR library videos. And they just could Google search CNN running with the bulls in Pamplona, Spain, and it should pull it up on a Google search. I'll also supply them with the actual link on the handout that I give them that has the previewing questions. Once they have the video pulled up on their phone, they can click the Google Cardboard icon and then slide their phone into the viewer. So they're literally going to have the video pulled up on their phone. So there's the video. And then there's an icon at the bottom that looks like a little cardboard viewer. And so they'll click on that. Try that again. And it'll split the screen so that then they can then slide the video into their VR goggles. So they'll take it like that and slide it in, and they'll be ready to watch the video. So I'll demonstrate. As you can see, you're going to want your students to make sure they're in a comfortable seated spot, and then they can enjoy the video in 360 degrees. It's quite fascinating and fun. Students have enjoyed this activity tremendously. So once they've watched the video, and I ask that they only watch for about 1:30 seconds of the actual event. This particular video goes on for another 4 minutes with a video related to bullfighting, and it goes into some information about a specific bullfighter. While they can watch that video for another 4 minutes if they prefer, I don't necessarily find that as valuable as the actual event of running with the bulls in virtual reality. The reason that is because the remainder of the video could be watched on a computer screen. It's not really necessary to have it in 360. Another issue is that if you watch virtual reality for more than 2 or 3 minutes, some students, and myself included, tend to get a little nauseous or maybe even get a headache. So I only ask the students watch the first 1.5 minutes, which is the actual event of running with the bulls. And then I ask them to stop the video or take the viewer off and then do the follow-up questions. So once they've watched the video, I give them another set of post-viewing questions where I ask them about what they saw, where they were, what it looked like, what they did. And this can be review of active vocabulary or simply comprehensible input. And then the final question of the activity is, would you ever like to participate in the San Fermin running of the bulls? Why or why not? And students have a lot of fun with that question. This activity again can be done in a few different ways. For example, you can assign the previewing questions before class and then have them view it and do the post-viewing questions in class. In this case, it would only take about 10 or 15 minutes. Otherwise, you can have them do the entire activity start to finish in probably about 20 to 25 minutes. So it's really up to you. But it does give students a very interesting and fun way to experience a world famous cultural phenomenon, but it also allows them to do some study work in that phenomenon and what it means, and make some cultural connections outside of the traditional way that we've done that in the past. So I hope to have some other VR activities to share with you on the Language Panda soon. We do also have this device here, which is a little bit more high tech. It has some language learning apps as well as some other expedition experiences that are a lot of fun. So I hope to be able to share with you those. And if you like using VR and technology in class and want to experiment and then share your project here on the Panda with the rest of these wonderful projects, please do so, and hope to see you again. Thanks.